like it? I found it myself.
As a reward for your majesty, you will, of course, require... There is much we ought to take. Since magistrate mayhap would be... Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you. There is much we ought to... Ah, yes. When he learnt of your as to how he learned your I shall be sure to inform... There is much we ought to tend to. Aught shall change. If your majesty has any unfit... Your majesty, that attire... I apologize for my brusqueness. Is there aught else you would speak of, your majesty? Aught shall change once we have... If your majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, very well. Is there aught else you would speak of, your majesty? Do not forget that we work...
Battle is best avoided here.
We meet again. Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Stop by again soon.
Nothing... What's your eye? Oh, that's a shame. Won't work our point next time. Oh, that took nary a moment. Now that we're here, what did you have in mind, Arisen?
Greeting. I trust you are enjoying. If you have any questions, ask away. I should be glad to. Arthur, you said. I've lived in this village. Is there aught else you care to ask? I take care. Is there aught else you... I take care.
If you must go off on your own...
You made it after all. Guess that means I win. Oi, you lot best pay up.
Dear me.
You didn't disappoint, did you? You've done figures you'd want to know about. We're supposed to be neutral, but I suppose I can tell you. His real name is... But he's been exiled. We had no choice, see? We're men and women of shadow. That's why he was cast out. That all you wanted to ask? For all this, Dara was in line to become the next thief, Maester. But he failed. So, the title, that's when he went off saying he used... And what a still. You'd have a hard time proving... But we can't have him thinking that he gets to go off and enjoy a peaceful life. Me thinks he needs something to remind... That all you want? What can I say? Anyway, we send them packing with a trifle, and we only train the rare few who make it here. That all you wanted to ask? Aye. Till next time, then.
What could yon chest be hiding? I must know.
Let us...
We shall await you here, Master. May our parting be brief.
When we first came to this village, I had not an inkling of what secrets it hid.
To think we were being evaluated for our potential all along.
Is there aught else you care to ask? If aught about what is here that thieves are to begin with, of course you are, which is to say, you have... Is there aught else you care to ask? You're curious? What, naturally, I'm not the only one. Our village, you're the second. In response, she... Oops. Don't misunderstand. I know those who deal in information... Is there aught else you care to ask? I take...
Over here!
I'm not sure what's best.
The rules at your leisure.
I know every place here.
A tad rowdy, but I shan't complain.
There is much we ought to tell, or shall change once we have attended. If your majesty has any unfinished... Very well. Is there aught else you would speak of, your majesty? Have you divined aught of the false sovereign, your majesty? This appears to be a bill calling for... But hold a moment. Does this man's... Ah, but of course, a clever plan. Furthermore, 'twill serve as an attestation to death, and all the while, the doubts, a clever ploy indeed. I've no doubt that this bill would...
So, the false sovereign operates at the behest of Queen Regent Disa. The spider has woven her web rather carefully.
Good evening, sir. I trust... You fared all right? On the roads, despite the hour?
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the
'Tis a perilous...
Welcome.
Our adventure continues.
Come.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when... treated to the foremost... Much obliged.
These writings could be of import.
Let's have a look then.
Well met, sir. Look at the
I've got the sharpest ears in town. Better off a hermit.
I expect Captain Brandt will want to hear of this. Good. We're here.
Peruse at your neck.
Welcome.
Whatever am I to do?
There is much we ought to tend to, or shall change once we... If your majesty has any unfinished business to it, very well. The coronation is to take place on the morrow. We shall depart early in the morn.
Master, pray leave this place. My body, it refuses to obey me. There is a voice within my mind. It commands me, sways my very will.
Sways your will? Could it be that the gods sway? We must quit this place, your majesty. I fear our plans may fall to naught. Let us return to the tavern. We've been had. The false sovereign commanded the pawns at the coronation, proving his own power has arisen. According to Regent King Sven, the pretender was wearing some sort of lavish necklace at the time. I imagine this artifact is the Godsway mentioned in that letter. Perchance 'tis a tool that grants power akin to that of the true Arisen. 'Twould do much to explain. Alas, unless we find some way to unmake this Godsway's power, proving your majesty's legitimacy shall be difficult indeed. Allow me to speak to the agent we captured some days past.
Never could I have imagined such an outcome. What manner of artifact is this Godsway? I suppose 'tis pointless to ponder. Let us await the results of Captain Brant's investigation.
I quite agree. Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares.
Welcome.
Well met, sir.
Acting up
Fancy
today.
a gander?
Huzzah! We must inform Captain Brant at once.
There is much we ought to tell. If the information we pry from the agent is to be believed, there is a place in Batal devoted to the study of arts most. I believe it is worthy of investigation. Yet, official dealings twixt Vermund and Batal, fortunately for us, however. The agent was hiding this on his... 'Tis an entry permit, allowing passage through Batal. I doubt any would dare in... There is one other thing. An oracle who once served in the Vermundian... This oracle foretold the coming of the Arisen, and was banished from the king. Indeed, 'twas by this same oracle. The oracle knows much of the Arisen. Should you make her a...
How might I be of service?
Might as well take it. Look, while you're... Many thanks.
Our packs are heavy. And our purse is far lighter. We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
So, after breaking free, this is good. And now, 'twould be advantageous, methinks, 'tis where you will find out.
What business have you here? Does that make you the Arisen? Be at ease. I bear you no ill will. Come, let me buy you a drink.
Peruse at your leisure, sir. Why? Peruse at your leisure, sir. Always a pleasure.
'Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it leads?
Oh, excellent find.
The people of Batar, Her Majesty, Empress Nadinia, has long been troubled by this custom. Many are unhappy about the existence of this tavern. I know not what manner of person you are, but if you would aid me in I would be glad to offer you a residence permit. 'Tis a bargain more than fair for those who hold such... Glad I am to hear it. Simply show it to one of the They are harsh in their persecution of the pawns, but were a simple plan, I know, but 'tis the...
This way, if you please.
All knowledge of this, however, you would do well to first travel as a researcher of this laboratory.
It seems that we must seek out this Ambrosius if we are to learn more of the God's way. I believe I can guide you to the person in question.
Say, you wish to shine like... By the by, I've acquired some new techniques. Peruse them at your leisure. Why, I hardly recognize... This headache's driving me up the wall. If you... By the by, I've acquired some new techniques. Peruse them at your leisure. Why? I hardly If you... By the by, I've acquired some new techniques. Peruse them at your leisure. Why? I hardly recognize you. You look so... resplendent. Do come by again.
welcome. And well met. Do come again.
Look around if you must, but be sure to buy all.
Nattering all day, it's tiring work. Come to think of it, was there not another task we were to see to somewhere nearby?
We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once.
Creaky knees. Don't bring trouble.
Aye. What brings you to Brockers? Looking for scale cinder, are we? Well, you're in a luck. Our forge is flit. Oh, 'tis at an elf's behest, you say. Elves and dwarves don't get along, see? Brocker won't want to help you. Unless you were to offer him aught he couldn't resist. Listen, I happen to all elven fares bland as grass. All of it. Of course, no dwarf would openly admit to having a taste for it. But the fact of the matter is, the mere smell of that dish has dwarves foaming.
So the blacksmith ought to grant us some good venture in exchange for Nutrium. Shall we inform Miss Darren of this, Master? If you would be so kind as to follow me, I shall take you to the one you seek.
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
Go on, have a look.
I must burn the people's faith.
Interested in my wares? The sun's too bright for a winter coat.
Well, this is no good. Can't let myself get distracted.
Look around if you must, but be sure to buy aught.
Seems naught ever goes right.
Confound it.
I'm about ready to fall asleep on my feet.
Go on, have a look.
Somehow my people
There's no time nothing else from seeing how true.
Sir Fulvio, the artist whose service Sir Clark commissioned, is residing in Batal. Shall we go and meet with him? Say no more, Master. I know just where to find this person, and will guide you there post-haste.
A guide is most welcome.
Huh? What in the... Oh, I haven't slept a wink. I simply have... Well, I am glad that... Which makes things rather difficult. Say, would you be persuaded to bring me to a grift? 'Twill be well worth any try. I've heard aught of a... Do keep in mind, however, of course, I could look as long as I please. Then I shall depart at once.
time to get to work.
Interested in my wares?
He wishes to gaze upon a griffin firsthand. 'Tis a tall ask, but not impossible. Shall we go where we are bid?
We seem to have arrived without issue. But are we safe here? If we've a destination in mind, an oxguard will get us there with little effort.
I, for one, welcome the chance for a kip. That's quite a large boulder, but methinks we'll budge by our strength.
Shall we set the boat? I grant you roaring flame.
Tis a pleasure to serve you, Master.
You have no need of my assistance at present, but I shall be ready to render aid at a moment's notice.
You're a welcome sight, Arisen.
Uncommon materials can be found here, methinks.
Well spotted. Shall we see what we can find? We've no cause to visit the campsite as yet.
I've a modest talent for spotting materials that can be used to enhance your equipment. I can even mark them on your map.
Tis a ballista, Arisen.
This could grant us an edge in battle, if we use it well.
relics are at your disposal. Hold right there.
pulse is no mean feat, but it can be done.
What's right there? Right there!
Tis not every day one happens upon a material so rare. We shall have to think long and hard about what to do with it.
I can scarcely see a thing in the smoke.
If we mean to continue to our destination, then permit me to alter our route. We've a shorter one available to us.
These fiends are only truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair.
There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
I see a ladder yonder, but we can't reach it from here. We'll have to get up there and drop it down.
This is a powerful weapon. A single bolt loosed from it would carry tremendous lethal force.
Would seem our fight is not yet done.
To arms!
'Tis easily done.
Poison is a nasty.
This brute has quite the temper.
Might we not use their rage to our advantage?
No quarrel here.
Yes, Master. I shall hasten to you. Stay with me. Wait a minute. First and foremost, we'll want to look at our balance. We're much easier target than our opponent.
I'm not there. No. But together, I can manage it. I've got a good feeling about this one. Might there be aught over there?
We ought to take a closer look.
it.
I'm not interested. One of us has been poisoned! Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
That was a skillful bit of theory. You do your vocation proud.
Perhaps 'tis best to live and let live.
Master, are you unharmed?
Very well. I shall return.
Hang in there, Master. I'm coming to assist.
Cave. Shall we proceed into the depths?
Narrow passages may await us. Be on your guard.
No quarrel here.
Another dogged adventurer come to... Many have tried, and as you can plainly see, all have failed. I would abandon any such fool ideas if I were you. After all, that which is won by brute force is apt to be lost to the... I set before you a simple task. Should your answers please me? If so, take your... Your resolve is the fool beholds a set our eye. Yet, how will your...
I'll admit, I did worry you'd forgotten me.
Poison is a nasty affliction. Fall back, and I will heal you with my magic.
Wait right there.
Come to test your wits. Yet, how will your eyes advise you? So, this is your choice? The greatest worth your eyes descried? Indeed, this is what I sought. Your eyes see true. No greater worth can there be than that? Collect it from yon chest and take this file, too. Come to test your wits. Love is as... So bring forth your most beloved. Come to test your wits. Love is as twin to madness, they say. So bring forth your most beloved to me, that I... Is this your most beloved you bring before me? Well, well. Very good. Not half bad, yet more than one you bring. What a glutton you are. Though better a glutton than a prude, for mortal life without greed is hollow indeed. A promise made.
Truly?
He wishes to gaze upon a griffin firsthand. 'Tis a tall ask, but not impossible. Shall we go where we are bid? I can guide you there if you wish. A new destination calls to you, I take it. Oops.
You are in need of healing. Allow me.
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
Welcome, sir. If you think me a liar, then I see you desire one of my masterpieces. Very well. Many thanks to you.